Decimals. Put decimals in order. Decimals are another way of showing fractions of a whole. The decimal point splits the whole numbers from part numbers. For whole numbers, each column to the left of the ones multiplies by 10. So we have ones, tens, and then hundreds column. 1, 10, and 100. Multiplying by 10, each column is a bigger whole number. For decimals, each column to the right of the decimal point divides by 10. So we have tenths, hundreds, and thousandths. We have 0.1, 0.01, and 0.001. Dividing by 10, each column is a smaller part of a whole. We need to be careful when we're comparing decimals. More columns gives a bigger number. So for example 2 compared to 22, 22 is bigger. There's a 2 in the tens column, and a bigger number in the same column also gives a bigger number. So 32, the 3 in the tens column is bigger than the 2, so 32 is bigger than 22. Each column shows a smaller part of a whole, but more columns can also be a bigger number. For example, 0.1 compared to 0.11. 0.11 is greater than 0.1. It's the same as 11 hundredths compared to 10 hundredths. 11 hundredths is bigger than 10 hundredths. A bigger number in the same column will also give a bigger number. So for example, 0.12 is bigger than 0.11. 12 hundredths is bigger than 11 hundredths. When putting numbers in size order, take it one column at a time, starting with the biggest column. So for example, we want to put the following in order from smallest to biggest: 3.1, 3.5, 2.7, 2.3 and 3.9. Sort by the whole numbers first. 2 is smaller than 3. If you have the same whole numbers, then we sort by the next biggest column, or the tenths. So we now need to compare 0.7 with 0.3. 0.3 is less than 0.7. So now we can put them on a number line. The smallest number, we know, is 2.3. Then we have 2.7. Now we need to go to the next highest whole number, which is the 3. All of these numbers have 3. So now we need to sort by the tenths column. We compare 0.1 with 0.5 and 0.9. 0.1 is less than 0.5, which is less than 0.9. Now we can add them to the number line. 3.1, 3.5, and the biggest is 3.9. The following in order from biggest to smallest. We need to read the question carefully. This one says from biggest to smallest. Sort by the whole numbers first. All of these have a 1 as the whole number, so then we need to move to the tenths. Sort by the tenths. 0.3 is the biggest, so we can put 1.31 is the biggest number. There are 3 with 0.1. So then for the same tenths we need to go to the next highest column, or the hundredths. We compare the 0.03 to 0.09 to 0.00. We can see the next biggest is 0.09. So 1.19 is the next biggest, then 1.13, then 1.1. The smallest number is the number that's left. It has nothing in the tenths column. 1.04 is the smallest number. Remember, each decimal column to the right shows a smaller part of a whole. When putting numbers in size order, take it one column at a time, starting with the biggest column first. If you have the same numbers in that column, you then sort by the next biggest column. Make sure to read the question carefully. Is it smallest to biggest or biggest to smallest?